Weight loss is more than just numbers on a scale. Behind every transformation photo is a story filled with doubt, hope, frustration, and joy. Today we're talking about something most weight loss programs skip: the emotional journey. Because while your body is changing, your mind is going through a transformation too. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Weight Loss War podcast. I am Trevor, your host. As usual, we're going to start off today with a quote. Today's is by Truman Capote, who said, "Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor." Alright, so let's jump right in. Today we are talking about the emotional ups and downs of weight loss and the relationship between weight loss and our emotions. Because when you're losing weight, it's not just fat you're shedding, it's old habits, it's comfort zones, and sometimes it's your identity. Some days when you've lost weight or you are doing really well, you feel empowered, but others you feel discouraged, even if the scale is moving. And success can bring surprising emotions like pressure, fear of regaining that weight, or even sadness. It's all normal. We're not broken when we feel like this. We're evolving. And it's always an adjustment. It takes time. Change takes time, and that includes emotional change. Because let's bust a myth here. Losing weight doesn't instantly fix your body image. In fact, many people are surprised that even when they reach their goal, they still see themselves as overweight. They still struggle to accept compliments, and they still feel vulnerable in their new body. There's this disconnect. It can be confusing. It can be isolating. But if you know about it, you can help process it better. Knowing that this is something that people deal with can help you in the long run, even though it's hard at the time. But preparing for it in advance will help you work through it during the process. The funny thing is, I didn't realize how much you can change your body and still struggle with how you see yourself, because we don't notice it. It's not all at once, right? I've mentioned before, and I will mention it again, that I used to be 310 pounds. And I took my driver's license picture when I was 310 pounds 7 years ago. And then after having weight loss surgery and losing weight and getting down to where now I'm 165, 170, when I went and had my next round of driver's license pictures taken, comparing the two was drastic. It was crazy. Because side by side, you can see the difference. You can see how much actually changed. But during the process, I still felt like, yeah, like I'm losing some weight. I'm not too much. I'm fine. Like, it was hard for my mind to see anything other than 310-pound Trevor, even though I'd lost 140 pounds. You know, like it happens so slowly and over so much time that sometimes we forget that we're changing, that we are looking better. We don't see it. But you can change your body and still struggle with how you see yourself. And so we need to fix our mindset and make sure that we are taking the steps necessary. And this is something that mental health experts agree with as well. People on weight loss journeys need emotional support because you're facing identity shifts. You're facing old coping mechanisms like emotional eating, and you need to develop new ones. And then new habits require resilience, not just willpower. And so we're dealing with that. I don't want to say they make you, but they make you. When I had my weight loss surgery, they made me go to therapy to make sure that I had the emotional side of things down, because it is an emotional roller coaster. It is. But whether you're going to therapy or journaling or you have a support group, don't forget that the emotional part of the transformation exists. We need to be aware of it, and we need to deal with it, because this is about quality of life. I say it all the time. Our quality of life changes for the better, but it's hard. It takes stretching, it takes growing. And in order to make sure we have the best quality of life, we have to be aware of the emotional side of making any change, but especially when we're making changes to our weight with weight loss. So the true takeaway here is that we have to prepare for both physical and emotional changes. And it's a journey. So we may have doubts, we may have mood swings, we may have wins we didn't expect, and we may have emotional breakthroughs. The important thing is to give yourself grace through every phase, whether you are going up or down or having a bad day or a good day. You need to give yourself grace, because it is a journey. It is hard. But if we take the time to make sure we are prepared physically and mentally, then we can improve our quality of life, we can grow, we can progress. And remember, progression isn't just about pounds lost. It's about that growth. It's about increasing the quality of our life. So I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate all of you. Remember, the war isn't won when we hit our goal weight. The war isn't won when we reach our goals. We need to sustain those goals and move forward. I appreciate all of you who are listening. I will be back next time with another episode. Take care.